Wisco, what is up, everybody? Thank you for stopping out to another live episode of the podcast here with Bobby Beans. It's been a couple days. Apologize for the delay. Jill, thank you for stopping by. Jill's the first one here today. Danny should beat you to it. Jill, let's go. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we had some pretty crazy last couple of days. Obviously, we had 420 over the weekend, working out a few different things as far as travel and stuff. So didn't get to hop on here on Monday, but really excited to be back into the seat here, talking to the people of Wisconsin. There's Danny. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping out. Just really excited. Thankful to the sponsors of the show, Higher Love. Again, if you haven't been up there to the UP yet to check them out, please make sure you do. Use that code up there to get you a nice little discount. Helps with the offset the cost of travel. But if you have been there, I'm sure you've got to experience the wonderful selection of deli-style flour. Loving it up there at Higher Love in the UP, especially Menominee. That's the closest one to me. Shout out to the crew up there. Love you guys. Excuse me. With that, we've also got a quick shout out. Jeremiah's in the house. What's up, buddy? Jeremiah's quick to it as well. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's get our clipboard pulled up so I don't make sure I misspeak on anything else here. Clipboard, that's what I call my little thing here with the notes. There we go. Before we go too far, also a shout out to the fine folks at Ignite Dispensary. If you are shopping in Wisconsin or looking to shop online, make sure you check them out. Lots of great locations across the state. We got Milwaukee, Spooner, Hayward, Superior, Manitowoc, and New Richmond. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got something fun coming up here. We've got something fun coming up here with the folks. Let me double check my text. Make sure I read this right. I'm looking forward. This will be pretty dope. Looks like we've got, I don't know if I'm supposed to announce this yet. So if not, we'll keep it on the download till the post goes out. But it looks like their Canna Lounge is open in Manitowoc. And on May 10th, Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony is going to be there. So I'm going to actually be stopping out there as well. I think that'll be dope. And actually, I got a couple pictures I can show you of the Canna Lounge out here in Manitowoc. Again, that's May 10th. I'll get you some more details. Hey, Randall, thanks for stopping by. But I did actually get some sneak peek pictures, too. I think I can share these. He didn't say don't share them. Kevin, if I'm not supposed to, I apologize. But I know you guys are excited. The lounge is open, so I'm sure we can share the pictures. Let me get those pulled up quick. It's a pretty dope setup they got going over here. Share screen. Again, May 10th. That's when we're looking. Present. Share screen. Yes, I'm sure. I don't know why they got to remind me every time I go in here. All right, let's see if you guys can see that now. Yeah, this is dope. So it's a nice little lounge right inside their store. Got some cool little seats. Be great for like a game night. But again, we're going to have Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony out there. And Ignite is the folks with the drinks. The Foundry Nation is like their parent company or sister company, however you want to call that. So great chance to stop out there, check out some drinks as well. So May 10th, keep your eyes out. We'll get you some more details on that. All right. So everyone have a safe and fun 420, hopefully. Hopefully that's the case. We're going to catch up on some news, some of that evolving around that. Let me see if I can get the correct screen up here for you. So we got our little headlines for you to keep track of. Make sure we got the right drop down. That's how we roll that. Let's go. All right. So 420. Looks like we had a couple, mainly good stuff. Mainly good stuff here is what it looked like. I'll show you. There was something funny here. I think it got pulled up in the headlines for us. So, yeah, not that one yet. So, cannabis tech firms report strong marijuana cannabis sales on 420 weed holiday. Got sent this article, so I want to scroll through this one with y'all. Let's see what we got here. Cannabis technology firms reported strong sales at retail dispensaries for the 420 weed high holiday over the weekend. It looks like it's become the biggest event of the year for the cannabis community, thanks to a band of 70s California teens who used the number 420 as their code word for smoking pot, for those of you who didn't know. But yeah, it looks like we've got the biggest day of the year for regulated cannabis industry, with brands and retailers routinely offering discounts and other promotions to mark the occasion. And then I don't know if you saw this year, but there was 420 tweets from the president and vice president calling for a continued progress on cannabis policy reform. So again, it's good to see it in the headlines, even if that's not who you vote for. At least it's getting some publicity out there. We will take it. It looks like they're looking at Illinois was leading the pack. Total sales at retailers utilizing Jane's technology. That's one of the bigger, software companies that they use as far as orders. Saw $4.5 million just in one day. $4.5 million. That's crazy. Total transactions for this year came in at 245,000, representing a 1.6% increase over the 2023 figures that they saw on April 19th of last year. Saw record-breaking sales across the country this 420, said Jane Technologies CEO and co-founder, Sock Rosenfeld, in a statement on Monday. At Jane, it was an extremely successful day with well over 500,000 transactions completed on the platform this holiday weekend. Thanks to their team's preparedness, there was no issues. It looks like cannabis flower led as the top product type, which you would expect. That's how it's been for, well, probably since it's been around. Nearly 9.4 million in sales, followed with vapes at 6.2 million. That's a crazy amount of sales. And Wisconsin's missing out on it all, unfortunately, thanks to Birdman, Robin Voss, and some other old school politics. But and then it goes on to go with a couple other folks that have some software out there too. Same thing. Everything's up. There was this funny article. Well, not funny for them, but I wanted to see what this was about. So there was a text glitch on 420 that caused Missouri cannabis sales to lose sales. I want to see what this is about. Philip Scott's in the house. What up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Philip Scott and I will be in Iowa next week. We're actually going to try doing a podcast Monday night live from a studio set up in Iowa. Might be a little later in the evening. We got a basketball game we get to check out and that kind of stuff. But stay tuned. It's always crazy over here. You never know where we're going to be coming from or what the hell's going to be going on, but we're taking this thing on the road. So Green Sean Ham says the Birdman. That's right. The Birdman. That's about it. Shout out to Phil Scott. He came up with that one. So it looks like for the second year in a row, dispensaries across the state experienced IT problems on the industry's biggest and most important sales day. My question to you guys, all right, if you're in the IT game or you're just like a super chill manager, do you maybe mess with the numbers a little bit there on 420, kind of hook the people up? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe this was a planned attack. Or it wasn't an attack, sorry. Maybe it wasn't like a glitch in the matrix. Maybe it was just, somebody hooking it up from behind a keyboard that day. Let's see what we got here. This will be interesting. This is down in Missouri, it looks like. Missouri Independent. Shout out to them. That sounds like a great institution. April 20th, dispensaries offered deals designed to inspire people to flood their stores to stock up. Like, if there was $1 pounds, everybody would go that day to buy. So maybe they're seeing what they could do. Let's find out. I'll quit yapping about my ideas. Let's see what happened though. On Saturday, dispensaries across the state using an inventory platform called Dutchie, which is surprising because Dutchie's no slouch. They're probably they're the one I see the most on websites. I don't know what that means as far as across the U.S., but they were hamstrung for hours by technical challenges, which caused many of their registers to go down or move at snail pace. Oh, no. So it was just running slow? That's terrible. I thought it was like accidentally giving stuff away for a penny. Looks like the second year in a row that a 420 sales surge caused the system to crash. Oh, dang, that sucks. This guy says, imagine running a restaurant where you have one burner working and you normally have 20 stoves operating. That sucks. This is the CEO of Hippos Cannabis Dispensaries. He said, we had one burner going. Damn. That's not good. That's not good. I feel terrible. Todd. Sorry about that. I hit the back button. Todd got me all excited. And apparently my new mouse has a back button on the side of it. That's freaking awesome. Add that to the list of shit I jacked up. Todd says, went to Higher Love today. I seen 2 cameras on the bridge. Waved to both. I got to watch for these cameras. I keep hearing about them. I think they might be there, but I don't know. Jill says, Bobby, when you come into Eau Claire and Thorpe, I got to make a trip that way. We got to find a couple of connections out there. I know Vibin' in the Pines. I think, is that it out in your region? Where's Vibin' in the Pines? We're going to be at that. That's August. Don't quote me, but it's around the 15th through the 19th because I put it in my calendar today and I got some memory, just not great amount of memory. Somewhere in there. So yeah, back to these guys with the stoves. The stove issues. So each Hippo's location went from selling around 500 items per hour to less than 100 because of the issues the outages were causing. Ouch. Dutchie is similar to the platforms major stores such as Home Depot and Walmart use to scan items at checkout. However, Dutchie also has a special function of communicating with the state's seed to sale tracking system called Metric. It keeps stores compliant with the state's stringent tracking requirements of cannabis products. Bro, that is terrible. Like, you're playing by the books, you're making it happen, but then your burner goes out. Oosh. That sucks. This had to be, and it's the second year in a row. Somebody's getting fired. They're probably fired already, being that 420 was on Saturday. Let's see though. Was it all these stores or just a couple? It keeps stores compliant. So the CEO said all 3 Hippos dispensaries in Springfield, Chesterfield, and Columbia faced delays all day, causing them to lose an estimated $200,000. How do you shake that one out? Damn. That's not good. That sucks. The president of Flora Farms also has 6 stores across the state, and they face delays up to 5 hours. Oh, God. This had to be Dutchie's on fire. Dutchie is on fire. Craig says, hi from Craig from Gordon, Wisconsin. Puff Puff Pass. That's what's up, Craig. Craig, I think I said Greg. Sorry. I'm switching sides of the screen. I'm hitting the back button, tearing down the websites. Green Swan says, I'm lucky I ain't using Dutchie over there in Pewaukee. Todd says, construction projects gonna go slow when going there. Yeah, no kidding about that. Can't be too careful. And thankfully, too, we got Josh. Shout out to Josh, who drives the Marinette and gives us a traffic update quite frequently. Appreciate you, buddy. We got big things coming up with him as well, so keep an eye out for that. Also had 6 stores face delays up to 5 hours. He's not sure what kind of loss they experienced, so he didn't get to do his estimate. He probably doesn't want to because I don't know what you do about that. That's some lawyer jar. That's a big lawyer discussion right there waiting to happen. He said because the company extended their deals through Monday to make it up to their customers. Hey, that's a good idea. Buddha, what's up, man? Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you. It seems to be working, he said on Monday. Yeah, I would hope so. Shit. They checked in with another CEO of Greenlight Cannabis Company. He said his 15 stores were not impacted, nor were any of the company's 32 across the country. Hey, that's good. So maybe they got like the premium plan or something. Philip Scott says, writing those losses on my taxes, right? Something. Gotta get some kind of break. Oh, it's not sharing the screen. Well, since we came back from the old back button debacle, the great debacle of 24. Bob hit the back button. There we go. Tech glitch on 420. Hey, isn't it fitting that we're talking about a tech glitch and I had a tech glitch? Fucking FBI, dude. I swear they're going to fucking take me down one day. One day you guys are going to be watching me, and all of a sudden you're just going to see like the red dot on my neck, and then I'm going to be gone. Hopefully they don't shoot me. Hopefully they just come in and say, hey, Beans, we're taking you away. You can't be talking to the people. You're making too much sense. And I'll try to take it on the chin for you guys as long as I can. And I'll just like go to the cell wherever they put me in confinement somewhere. But hopefully that's as extreme as it gets. Like I'll try to take the heat for y'all. I'll say, hey, if it gets that shit legal, you can take the beans for a minute. But not too long. I got a little girl on the way. I got to be back for that. So, Waldo says no big bus picture for Marinette County this year. Yeah, right. Like their freaking bus with the older folks that they're out. Oh yeah, that picture. I forgot about that. TSB, appreciate the support and the love. Thanks for stopping by. Philip says Bean falls out of a window like Russia. Right, bro. We should stop talking about it. It's probably happening. Getting back to the dudes whose stores weren't jacked up. I'm guessing he's a little less pissed off because he loses so much money. We prepared and trained for the outage that never came. He said he prepared for it. Yeah, what were you gonna do? Like I like the enthusiasm, but when your POS is down, especially when you're talking cannabis, it's not like we're talking sneakers and you can be like, oh, it's just an innocent little pair of sneakers, and so they gave me the 20 for the pair of 20. No, like there's tracking. But hey, man, hopefully they had something figured out, and hopefully next year Dutchy has this ready to rock and roll. But it looks like the system's powered more than 2 million transactions, representing $165 million in retail commerce, which was a 50% increase from last year's 420. Holy shit. That's crazy. I wonder what some of the dispensaries around us, I wonder how much percentage they were up from Wisconsinites getting out there. And same with the stores in Wisconsin. We'll have to talk to a couple folks, see what's going on. Excuse me. But yeah, April sales numbers won't be available on the state's website until early May. This is again from Missouri, where this thing kind of started. So interesting. Dutchy is good at rolling, but they're still working on rolling out their web program thing. See what I did there? A little pun. Dutchy, roll a Dutchy, roll out a program that works on 420 Dutchy, bro. I'm sure they're gonna have it fixed for next year. Dutchy's gonna fix their jam for next year. Their websites will be better. We got Facebook jail talk from Waldo. What's that, Waldo? Waldo says, I got Facebook jail for just posting a photo, yet some local shops have sponsors ads, right? It's getting crazy. Oh, God, my dad's in the house. What up, Pops? It's my dad. He likes deer. That's a big buck on the trail cam right there. What's up, Senior? Jill says the Husam Tobacco in Thorpe and Smoke Claire Tobacco in Eau Claire. All right, we got to add them to the list. Promise I'm going to get out to that side of the state. There's just a lot going on. It's just lots out there to adventure on. All right, what do we got next before we have another glitch, because we're still talking glitch? This was cool to see. No evidence. This is a headline. If you're listening and you can't see, you got to make sure to clarify that. We got a lot of folks on Spotify these days, I noticed. Shout out to Spotify listeners. Appreciate your support. No evidence that cannabis legalizations for adults increases youth cannabis use. New research published by American Medical Association finds. Now, when I bring that, I like bringing these up because, like, we've talked about this from time to time, but this is research published by the American Medical Association. So this just adds merit and hoopla. Because again, a lot of times the naysayers will say, well, yeah, but it wasn't. I mean, this sounds legit. Maybe they're not the most legit. I don't know how all this works. But anytime I see something by the AMA, I'm going to share it because to me, they seem to be knowing what they're talking about. And real quick, Kevin says, I can't quote direct numbers, but the dispensary I work for had our best 420 ever company-wide. Let's go. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Jill says we need you, Bobby. I got you, Jill. I promise. I'm not putting you off. And if I could move to Madison, things would be a lot easier, but I can't move to Madison. It's a whole thing. I'm figuring it out. We're figuring it out. The podcast. That's awesome. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Crystal. Glad you found us. Philip says Facebook says you got to put down $10,000 to be able to speak with a sales agent. When you pay that amount for marketing, you get put into another bracket and your account won't get put into jail. No shit. 10 grand. Philip Scott, I need a loan. Hook it up, brother. Maddie, what's up, dog? Maddie's in the house. He stopped down at the market in Milwaukee. Love this guy. Great to see you. Great to meet Caitlin. Oh, man. Maddie's thebomb.com. If you don't know him, check him out. He's good shit. I would not lie to you about Maddie. Danny says there's a website to view the bridge cam. That's a great question. Waldo also says it was our best 420 this year, close to 200 transactions in 6 hours. Holy shit, Waldo, let's go. Out there in the small town of Plymouth, Wisconsin. I'm going to remember that. Waldo's in Plymouth. Waldo's in Plymouth. I've said it like 100 times that one night. I won't forget until next time I type it out. For some reason, when I type it out or try to shout you guys out, I always type visit Waldo in Waldo. Heather, it's okay this time that you're late, but don't fucking let it happen next time. Or I'm going to have to stick probably Danny on you. Jill, we had to let her cool off for a couple weeks. She really got into a big tussle with the last lady who was late. So let's just clean it up a little bit, Heather. If we could get here a little more on time, that'd be great. I'm just kidding. I'm completely kidding. And Jill's really nice. So is Danny. I don't think either one of them would hurt you. All right, I'm getting off on a tangent here because you guys are typing too many comments, which is funny, but it's not funny. I got to keep us on the page here. I got to zone in. So back to the American Medical Association findings, right? We're talking important stuff here. It looks like authors of a new research letter published by the journal on Wednesday said there's no evidence that states' adoption of laws to legalize and regulate for adults have led to an increase in youth use for cannabis. So it looks like to arrive at these results, researchers at Montana State University and San Diego State University took responses from the Youth Risk Behavior Survey, which asked high school students about various health-related activities, the report explains. All told, the four-author team analyzed results from 207,000 respondents. Perfect. That's a lot. I like it. Every once in a while you read these and it's like, oh yeah, we talked to 3 people and 100% of them said cannabis is bad. I like the numbers up there in the 200s. That's good. Findings showed that states' adoptions of recreational cannabis laws had no association with the prevalence of youth cannabis consumption. There's a quote here. In the repeated cross-sectional study, there was no evidence that cannabis were associated with legalization were associated with encouraging youth cannabis use. The 2-page paper published in the paper says after legalization, there was no evidence of an increase in cannabis use. Nor did the opening of cannabis retail stores seem to impact youth use. Awesome. This is good to hear. Whoa, Jeremiah's got parts of the things he shared in here. Jeremiah's the man. Look at that. Yeah, let's go. Oh, and this is from Wisconsin. Okay. 2021 Youth Risk Behavior Survey found that 16% of Wisconsin youth reported using cannabis in the past 30 days, whereas in the same survey, 23% of respondents reported using alcohol despite the safeguards already in place. Oh, interesting, man. Very interesting. You can yell, this guy has 140 IQ or better. Let's hear it from the man. Get out of here, Brian. Oh, shit. Diane says, kids are smoking in school bathrooms. My granddaughter got caught and fined. Oh, shit. Yeah, unfortunately, I can see that. I don't know that I ever smoked in the school. I think it was always a parking lot in the car. I don't think I ever smoked in the school, though. Or football under the stadium, under the seats, under the seating. 12 and 15. Nate says, kids have been smoking in the school bathroom for decades. Waldo says, all but one bathroom in my son's high school are locked. Holy shit. All right, times are changing, folks. It looks like, again, the good news is we have a little more information and backing on the fact that legalization does not increase accessibility to youth. And again, you can't say this for every situation, but I would say almost every situation, it would probably fall on the parents. I mean, keep it out of reach of children. Again, the bagging and the packaging on most of these things, I can't even open by myself with my low IQ level, though. I guess that's not saying a lot. But no, it's, there's safeguards in place, and it's one of those things. Once I turned 21, I started drinking less because when it's legal, it just wasn't like as fun. I don't know. It's just how it works. Legalization, I don't think is going to, again, we have another study to prove that I don't think it's going to increase the the use of younger folks. Heather says my husband is raising his hand. He smoked everywhere. Fair. Philip says on top of the school, maybe got caught by the art teacher one time. He took a puff and told me never again. That's what's up, man. He said, "Hey, let's go paint some shit. Don't tell anybody. Let's go paint, Doc." I don't know why your painting instructor is a doc, but he is. Could be. This is a little more fun themed. I would hope it sounded fun themed when I got sent this one. Colorado is auctioning the rights to cannabis themed license plates. Sounds kind of neat. See what we got here. Colorado Disability Funding Committee launched an auction on Monday for the rights to 10 official state license plate configurations with cannabis themed plates. Oh God, this is crazy awesome. Guess what they are? Here's they're phrases that fit on a license plate. And guess what the top 3 are? Who's got comments? Who thinks they know the plates? So again, these aren't like X-rated, so it's not like why would it be X-rated? They're different words for the word cannabis. What do you think the top 3 are? Peter says stoner, man. I like it. I love it, but no. We've got blazed. Not quite. How high? I like that. Oh, stoner. Nope. We're getting warmer though. We got Rocky Mountain. Somebody had. I love it. Ganja. No. Close. Weed. Nope. Come on, guys. You guys are all on the right path. Dank. Very close, guys. Come on. Weed. Ugh. Think of like a golden. I don't want to be like too give it away because smoke. Close. We're really close. I swear to God, we're close. Skunk. Go to the golden. Not a big chunk, but more of a little. Come on, somebody get it. Oh, somebody's on the verge. I can feel it. Herb, cannabis. Come on now. You use a mower to trim your outside. Oh, we're close. We're close enough. Hey, Waldo got it. Nugget. So Nugget is up for you can bid on Nugget. Grass. Diane with grass. And then blank madness. Surprised they let that one fly. With how crazy it is. Bush says Danny. Oh God. It's Nugget, grass, and reefer are going up for auction. Auction proceeds are used to provide. Oh, we even get a picture. I got to share a picture with the people. We just spent a half hour figuring out which ones are on here. We got to see the damn things, they said. We're going to share screen. How do I do this again? Oh, I think I can drag it over here. No? Remove. Present. Share screen. Yes, I'm sure. Boom. Here we go. So here's your reefer plate. That's awesome. I think it's neat that they're having fun with it. They're letting it be out there. And I mean, it sucks for your normal folk like you or I that you got to bid on this. I'm guessing it's not going to go for a couple 20s. Do they have any dates on here? The auction has been running annually since 2021. Has generated over $96,000. So I'm going to guess it's going to cost a couple $1,000. Oh, in 2023, the auction featured Dank and MJ, which sold for $600 and $520 respectively. That's crazy. Oh goodness. Huh. Interesting. I like it, and it goes to, if it actually gets to these to benefit the people with disabilities, kudos, man. I hope that's the case. Could you imagine driving through Nebraska with those plates? Hell no, bro. No, siree. Waldo says that's like putting a loom sticker on the back of your Wisconsin car, just asking to get pulled over. Unfortunately, yes. And I also learned that the hard way. I love repping this. But when I drive, I wish I could cover it up because if I get stopped, it was kind of obvious what the hell I was about. But no, I think that's cool though. Have fun with it. Let it be out there. I'm glad they're not censoring it and saying you can have it. And again, put it up to the likeness of people that need some help. I think I like it. What are your guys' thoughts? Good idea? Bad idea? Should we do this in Wisconsin? I'm game. I'll get a plate. Ooh, what did I get? Blazing beans or something? Something like that. We'll figure it out together. How about that? All right, moving along. We've got revamped cannabis bill would let package stores sell THC seltzers. Hemp farmers left out again. This was coming from who sent me this one? Got to figure out. I think this was Connecticut. Looks like Hartford Business. How can I? Nathan says, I have the same sweater. I get so many compliments on it, but I feel the same way driving, right? I felt that, man. Just get a little, cover that shit up when you're driving. Or woo, some kind, maybe where you put your hands in the pocket and then, but it's like Velcro, and then you can like take the top part of it and then, hey man, if you're an innovator out there, figure that out. Jill says yes in Wisconsin. Waldo says they should be cheese or dairy ones on here. Love it. Tori, shout out to Tori. He stopped out, came all the way down to Milwaukee to meet up. Shout out to Tori. Pleasure meeting you, man. He says, I have a 3.5-foot Rothschild monkey in my back seat. I'm surprised I don't get pulled over yesterday when a Marinette sheriff passed me going south on 41. What in the world? Is that your fans only hoodie? Yeah, not quite. I wore it to school one day. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So I wanted to see what they were talking about, how the farmers are getting left out on this side. So it looks like we've got a new version of a major cannabis bill in the General Assembly in Connecticut would allow package stores to sell low-dose THC seltzers, a loophole many operators have already been taking advantage of and was initially targeted for elimination. Looks like in the new version of the bill, they've got infused beverage as a non-alcoholic beverage containing up to 3 milligrams per container of THC. Oof, another mark missed. I mean, I'm a lightweight, and I like at least 5 milligrams in my drink. And here we're going to limit it to 3 per. I mean, I just would be curious where they come up with 3 milligrams. Yeah. I want to see how they got it. Got the hemp farmers out of it here, though, too. The bill allows these drinks to be available in cannabis dispensaries and package stores that pay the state's annual fee for the right to sell infused beverages. God, you got to have the right. At what point is it not a right, and is it an entrapment that you got to pay to do or sell anything? Oh, you wanted to do that? Well, poo, you got to pay for that. Oh, you got a new color shirt? Oh, you got to get a new light. Bro, what the fuck? The annual fee for the right to sell infused beverages. 3 milligram limit is lower than the typical 5 milligram per container. That's become somewhat of the standard for the industry for single-dose products, experts say. As a result, the bill gives vendors a window to sell their existing 5 milligram products before phasing them out. Initially, the bill was set to restrict the sale of seltzers and other THC products to dispensaries only. They fuck up everything, folks. They fuck up everything. 3 milligrams. Waldo says the drinks I sell range from 2 to 5 to 10 to 20 to 50 and 100 milligrams. Yeah, and if this is Connecticut, you'd be able to sell one of those, which is just crazy, folks. I don't know where they come up with this shit. I'm sorry. This is frustrating. Removed language that would have potentially made it easier for some cannabis companies to find locations. The original bill allowed social equity entrepreneurs, specifically those with DIA, would have paved the way for hemp growers and partner with social equity applicants, and that's what was stricken from the bill. Jeez. So now it's got to go through all this hoopla. Let's make it more expensive. Waldo says, same place Voss came up with his shit. I swear there's a terrible weekly meeting or something that these folks go to, that they just come out with these ludicrous ideas. Like, how can we make this so bad that people just don't even want legalization? Like, well, it ain't going to happen, first of all, because we'll fight you. It's going to happen. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. It's going to happen. So you can drag this out as long as you want. But, man, start figuring out what you're doing. This is just crazy. So, again, that's Connecticut looking to, for whatever reasons, cut the dosage down to 3 and cut out all the nice little shops or your hemp farmers that want to sell directly to somebody. Like, Philip Scott says, terrible weekly Zoom call that their donors tell them where to jump. Yeah, something. Okay, we let them do it, but only 3 milligrams. Only 3 milligrams. Blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, okay, we can, but only 5 stay-run dispensaries. That's how we'll do it. It's not a meeting of the minds, right? Out Wisconsin. All right, we got one more that came up in here. Recreational cannabis use may lower your risk of cognitive decline, study says. I felt this was intriguing. Wanted to check this one out. All right, let's see what we got here. When you light up or down an edible, see what they did there? Up and down. You may be lowering your risk of cognitive decline, according to a new study comparing recreational cannabis users to non-users. As cannabis isn't without its health harms, these findings came as a surprise even to the scientists behind the study. Researchers at the State University of New York Upstate Medical University, that would be NYUMU, if you were filling out a basketball bracket and you didn't have room to put that whole long thing, found that non-medical cannabis use, regardless of how or how often it was consumed, lowered a person's odds of subjective cognitive decline by 96%. That's pretty dope. The results were published in February in the journal. The journal was the Current Alzheimer Research. Looks like the doc here is quoted saying, I was expecting cannabis to be linked to an increased risk for cognitive decline, because that's pretty much what's consistent in previous research, says Roger Wong, PhD, an assistant professor of public health and preventative medicine at the university's Norton College of Medicine. He said he was stunned by the opposite finding. Yeah, Heather says, dude, I'm going to live forever then. Love it. Juanita, thanks for stopping by. She says, I can't wait till Wisconsin. Get on the map. It helps me eat. I was 195, now 127. No weed, no food. Hey, felt that. Juanita. Waldo says, possibly the anti-inflammatory effects of cannabis reduce the possibility of strokes that cause dementia. Fair. Definitely help you stay focused. Felt that. That's great. 96%, says Kelly, right? That's awesome. It looks like they go on here a little bit to explain that dual use of cannabis for both medical and non-medical purpose, as well as medical use alone, also correlated to decreased risks of SCD, the self-reported worsening or increased frequency of confusion or memory loss. Well, maybe my shit ain't related to cannabis. I guess that could very well be. But however, those associations weren't statistically significant. Previous research had suggested we don't have a way to prevent dementia right now, Wong says, but if we can prevent subjective cognitive decline at the very beginning and track it, that'll hopefully fix some of the issues that we're having right now with dementia later in life. That's awesome, man. That's really good to hear. I hope this is legit. Then there's goes on here real quick to talk about a cannabis sleep dementia connection. 2 caveats may explain Wong's results, which show correlation, not causation. He tells Fortune, one is that much of the existing literature on cannabis and cognition focuses on frequency of use, Wong did find that the more frequent cannabis use correlated to cognitive decline, but the association wasn't statistically significant. Second, previous research was shown cannabis use to be detrimental to adolescents, whereas the study focuses on middle-aged and older adults. Interesting. The things you learn here on the podcast. I tell you, it's a crazy world out there, folks. But that's what we got for this week as far as news goes. Again, shout out to everyone who stopped out for 420. Made all that happen. Had a fantastic time Saturday traveling across Madison to Milwaukee, hanging out with some of y'all. Really cool. Jill says it helps me deal with my children. Felt that. Felt that. Waldo says I worked in long-term care for many years. If only we could use THC to help with sundowning and agitation, it would have helped so much. Excuse me. Yeah, I can imagine. Hopefully one day, hopefully we're not too far from that. I think there's a lot of folks that it could help. So again, we got a couple of cool things coming up. Monday, I'm going to be down there in Iowa with Philip Scott. Meeting up with Marcus down there. Looking forward to that. We've got, next week, Wednesday, we have an author that's going to be on the podcast. That was cool. I can't remember exactly how we crossed paths. He's got a book out there dealing with cannabis use. Man, I forget. It's been we booked that thing like 2 months ago, so I got to touch up on that guy. Thought it was really neat, though, that we were able to meet up. We actually got word. Joni, the owner and like the creator of Higher Love, she's actually going to be hopping on a podcast. Looking forward to that. We got a lot of things going on, folks, so stay tuned on that. Friday, it'll probably just be me, I think, holding it down. See if we can't get somebody else on here, too, to chop it up. But as always, super appreciate you guys. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you hanging out. Take some of this information, share it with some people who are, aren't aware of what cannabis can do for folks. Let's keep pushing this thing. It's one person at a time. I know it can seem some days like, what is this? What the hell are we doing? We're closer today than we were yesterday. And as long as we keep at it, it's always going to be that case, and we're going to make it fucking happen. Okay. We need to get these people who don't know what cannabis can do to get on our side. It's going to be the people that push the government to do it. We played nice with those folks at the Capitol and across the state, but it takes all of us to get to them. So keep doing your thing, guys. Appreciate you. Much love. Have a great evening. Baba Beans is out. We'll see you on Friday.